it is so sad to see the people that are being impacted have nothing to do with any of this. Grady, thank you. Grady Trimble joining us there in Chicago. Joining me right now to discuss the protests and the federal response, Louisiana Senator and member of the Senate Judiciary, Appropriations and Banking Committees, John Kennedy. And Senator, it's great to have you this morning. Thanks very much for joining us. Very sad pictures to look at this morning. Shop owners watching their livelihood go up in flames with these criminals out there putting fire to institutions. Your reaction, and what can government do about this?
It's important, Maria, to remember that most Americans get up every day, go to work, obey the law. They go to work when they're allowed to, obey the law, and try to do the right thing by their kids. And this is what those Americans are hearing the mayors and the governors say in these states where the looting and the burning is taking place. They're hearing these public officials say, we're in the middle of a pandemic. Opening up your business is illegal, but burning it down and looting it is not. And the American people are appalled. And these governors and these mayors need to get control of their cities or get out of the way and let the federal government do it. It is not racist to enforce the law. The law knows no color.
Well, which is why the president said if the governors cannot get this under control, the president will deploy the military. Your colleague, Tom Cotton, tweeted out justifying the use of the military to quell protests. The Arkansas senator tweeted out a number of instances over the last 100 years, including riots following the murder of Martin Luther King Jr., in terms of when the military was used. Your thoughts on deploying the military to stop the unrest?
I hope we don't have to. It's up to the mayors and the governors in these states where this looting and burning is taking place. But if they can't do it, if they can't get it under control, or if they don't want to get it under control because of their politics, then the federal government is going to have to step in. Look, the police officer murdered Mr. Floyd. The police officers who watched it happen are culpable. Peaceful protesting is as American as baseball. But stereotyping cops, hating all cops just because they're cops, is wrong. And looting and burning and felony rioting is illegal. And the people who do it should be punished to the full extent of the law. Right now, many of them are just being arrested and let go to go out and do it again. I give you the mayor's, the daughter of the mayor of New York.
Right. Chiara de Blasio was arrested for doing that, exactly. Well, let me ask you, because you've got people on the streets in America to people in the streets across the world, in Hong Kong as well, trying to push back on China's authoritarian rule. You've got a bill that passed, your bill. 3 state-owned firms purchased at least 180,000 tons of soybeans after Beijing reportedly ordered companies to halt soy and pork purchases from the United States amid the tensions over Hong Kong and its autonomy. You've been an advocate for demanding fairness from China. You spearheaded the effort to delist Chinese companies from U.S. exchanges if they do not comply with U.S. accounting rules. Can we ever trust China to be transparent? And give us the timetable of your bill. Will it go to the president's desk?
I don't trust the Communist Party of China right now, whether they live up to the trade agreement or not. I hope they do. I'm not going to faint with surprise if they don't. The Communist Party of China cheats. My bill, Senator Van Hollen's bill, is going to be handled by Congressman Sherman in the House. He happens to be a Democrat. He's an expert on capital markets. I believe it will pass, and I think the president will sign it. It sends a very clear message to China. We don't want to treat you any differently. You just got to follow the rules that everybody else does and stop cheating.
Yeah, I mean, you look at a situation like Luckin Coffee, they were lying about their accounting, and investors bought into it thinking this was the next Starbucks of China until they recognized it was all made up. And the stock is now at $2.09 a share. This is a good example of how investors get impacted if you don't have everybody following the rule of law on these U.S. exchanges.
The Communist Party of China cheats. The people of China are good people, but they've got a lousy government.
Senator, it's great to have you this morning to talk about this. Thanks for your leadership, sir. We will see you soon. Senator John Kennedy from Louisiana joining us this morning.